Hi, I'm Gary White
And I'm Yvonne McNary.
for Central Kentucky Talks. And today we're going to talk about something that everybody enjoys, Yvonne.
Yes, everybody.
Vacations.
Vacations. I love vacations, Gary.
Do you remember your favorite vacation?
My favorite vacation was probably to Myrtle Beach
Okay.
in South Carolina, and I
You were there
loved
with some family members, right?
there with family members. We had a wonderful time. The first time I went was with my in-laws, and they showed us around, and where all the beach places, where the best places were to go, and good food, and we just had a wonderful time.
Fantastic. Well, we have an expert on today who's going to talk to us about vacations, and it's Marco Aguilar. Hi, Marco.
Hi, Gary. How are you?
Very
Hi,
well.
Marco.
So, Marco,
Hi, Yvonne. It's great to be here.
now you specialize in vacations, huh?
Yeah, believe it or not, I do. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I actually just got my trademark certificate for Chief Vacation Officer, so that's what people call me sometimes.
Oh, Chief Vacation
and I do
Officer.
specialize on
Fantastic.
travel and vacation. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fantastic. So what does that entail? What does it entail getting your certification as a Chief Vacation Officer?
Well, it's not a certification. I got a trademark for the name, but really, I have embarked on a mission to inspire others to claim their right to time off,
Uh-huh.
to take purposes in vacations.
Yes.
I've been in the travel industry for over 25 years, and in the last 3 or 4 years, I realized that, everybody loves to travel, or so they say, but not everybody's actually doing it. Not everybody's claiming their vacation time, and it has become a big problem in the U.S. where people are not taking vacations.
So why should people take vacations? What's the benefit besides, people they fantasize about it, but there actually is a benefit to it. Is that correct?
There's a number of benefits. There are some that are very obvious, like reducing stress and overall wellness and happiness. But, when you go on vacation, you also are working on your relationships and improve your relationships, whether you're married or just, have a partner or friends, you're traveling with your children. It really helps grow those relationships and become closer. But it also, very interestingly, it actually increases productivity and it sparks your creativity. And let me explain a little bit. You cannot be as productive when you're tired, when you're getting sick more often, when your mind is overstressed. So you really need to disconnect and get away and take a vacation, but not just stay home, but actually go away and travel. You see, when you stay home, things are bound to stay the same.
Yes.
A lot of people use their vacation time to clear the clutter, to clean the garage, and I really don't believe in that. I think that you really need to step out of your comfort zone or your everyday routine so that you can experience other things and see other things and meet other people and taste other food. And that's when the magic happens.
Yeah. Well, I think that when you go on vacations, you become a more interesting person because you experience more things, you see more people, meet people from diverse areas of the world, and you learn some things too. It's a learning experience as well. So I really do like vacations.
You're absolutely right. It really opens your mind. You see other things. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to travel to the other side of the world to experience some of this magic. I mean, even the United States, it's so diverse. The South is very different to New England. New England is very different to California, to Colorado. People are different mindsets, different food. So if you don't have the budget or the time or the energy to travel to the other side of the world, to travel to Europe or Asia, you can travel within the United States, and it's fascinating. You'll really be enlightened.
So we were reading in your bio, you have a lot of different areas where you like to focus. It looks like you like adventure travel, but you also like food
Yes.
to eat and spas. So let's run through some different things. If somebody's looking for an adventure vacation, where would you suggest as one of the best places to go?
Adventure.
Adventure. Within the U.S., I would say Colorado and Utah, the
Ooh.
Rocky Mountains.
Yep.
they offer so much. And it can be, life adventure, and it can be some really, hardcore stuff for thrill seekers. But also, when you mention adventure, some people might get a little scared. And adventure nowadays can mean from something very soft, mountain biking, during the day, and then coming back to your hotel to a nice meal and a nice bed at night. But like I said, it can also mean mountain climbing. So it depends. There's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
But I love Colorado. I love Utah, and also Alaska. Alaska's magnificent for adventure.
Yeah, that would.
Absolutely, that'd be really beautiful, I'm sure. Now, on the other end, it also says on here that you're a spa fanatic. So for those people who don't want the adventure, what spa vacation or retreat would you say is like one of the best?
Yeah, where should I go?
Ooh, there's so many of them. I mean, hotels have really come a long way. They've made a really big effort in developing incredible spas. Believe it or not, Las Vegas, most of the luxury hotels in Las Vegas have wonderful spas with a huge array of treatments. But also places like Sedona, Arizona.
Okay.
There's a couple of hotels there that have wonderful spas. Like I said, almost everywhere you go, hotels will have great spas. Now, if you want to go a little further away, I would suggest going to Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Thailand is known for their massages. And you can go from a $5 street massage, literally, out in the middle of the street. They set up mattresses, and you can get a $5 massage, and it will be amazing. Not because it's $5, you're not going to get your money's worth. I mean, it's going to be amazing. But you can also go to a luxury spa, a luxury resort in Thailand, right in Bangkok or Chiang Mai, and get an amazing spa treatment.
Well, so that kind of runs the gamut.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm sure, too, that we could find some yoga classes there as well in Thailand.
That's becoming very popular, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm gonna depend on you now to tell me this. What would be like the best place for a vacation at this time of the year? And I'm depending on you to give me some really good advice.
Well, even though officially it's spring already, many parts of the U.S. it doesn't seem like it's spring. It still seems like we're in the middle of winter. So a lot of folks might want to get away and go someplace warm. And I would suggest going down. And Mexico has always been very popular. Puerto Vallarta and Cancun, Los Cabos are very, very attractive, beautiful, inviting, safe. Because also a lot of people are questioning if Mexico is still safe to travel to. You hear a lot of bad things in the news about the drug cartels and the violence and all of that. But let me tell you, that is actually happening, but in some isolated states and cities. But if you go to Cancun, Los Cabos, or Puerto Vallarta, you're going to be perfectly fine. The governments in those states and cities have worked really hard to keep the violence out. And because otherwise, they live off tourism. If tourists stop coming, their economy is going to die. So they make really big efforts to keep the crime, the violence out. So for the most part, you'll be very safe in this part of Mexico. Another place that's becoming very popular right now is Cuba.
Yes.
Since U.S. airlines were given authorization to fly to Cuba, a lot of Americans are now going down to Cuba, and very, very, very affordable. And people are having a great time.
Well, that's a good suggestion there.
Yes, it is, Gary.
Somewhere, yes, absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
we should consider
So,
that.
talking about that, you said something affordable. That's a key word that a lot of people look at for a vacation. What are some places
Yes.
that people may not think of as affordable, but that you find are actually well within many people's reach in order to go?
Well, I love to go to the national parks. The National Park Service is doing an outstanding job. The national parks are America's best idea. They are yours, and they're very affordable. There's always a national park within your driving reach. And one of the things that I like to point out is that when we think of national parks, many times we think of pine trees, lakes, and mountains. And in many cases, national parks are historic sites. They are even battlefields, museums, and they are very educational. So going to a national park site doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to camp out and rough it. You know, for instance, my wife doesn't like that. She doesn't like to camp at all. For her, the idea of camping is not around the Four Seasons, but it's at the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
So, so you know, many times if you want to visit a national park, there'll be a very nice hotel, resort, even five-star hotels within an hour's drive of a national park or a national monument. Let me give you some examples. You go to Muir Woods National Monument. It's right outside San Francisco. It's about a 20-minute drive outside of San Francisco. Alcatraz, that's also part of the national park system.
Okay.
And it's right in the middle of San Francisco Bay. If you go to the Everglades in Miami, within an hour's drive, you could be staying at a five-star resort in Miami. Now, I'm mentioning five-star hotels just to put it in perspective, but obviously, where there's a five-star hotel, there will also be 4- and 3-star accommodations that will suit everybody's budget. And, in Kentucky, you have some group of amazing national parks and national monuments right in your area. I mean, Mammoth Cave, right there in the heart of Kentucky.
That's right. Not too far away.
And even in the surrounding states.
Absolutely. And then right in one of the biggest city here in Louisville, we have, it's not a national park, but it's a national treasure, is Churchill Downs, where they have a big event the first Saturday in May, too.
Yes.
That a lot of people come on vacation for the Kentucky Derby. So there's a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for talking with us, Marco, about vacations. And we're going to close with, if you can give us just a tip, 1 or 2 tips on what people need to look for in order to plan their next vacation. What would you suggest are things that people really need to keep in mind and consider?
Well, I would say number one is the word that you just mentioned, plan. People don't plan their vacation way ahead of time. So you get the best rates, the best fares when you book way ahead of time. And plan. Today, it's the best day for planning. Any day is the best day. So tonight when you get home, sit down with your loved ones, do a little online research, and set a date for your next vacation.
Great. Well, thank you very much. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much. You gave me a lot to think about, and I think I'll be making a better decision about vacations this year.
Absolutely. Again, I'm talking with
My
Marco
pleasure.
Aguilar, and we want to mention that Marco is actually working on a book. Tell us a little about the book you're working on and when you hope to have it out.
Well, the book is called The Power of Vacation. It should come out early next year. I'm still working on it. I'm dedicating a lot of time and love to it because I really want to inspire others to claim their right to time off and to use it with a purpose, use it wisely, travel, enjoy the world. Don't wait till retirement. Do it now. Travel. And the book is going to have a lot of really interesting, compelling, and inspiring real-life stories of ahas and breakthroughs that people had when they were on vacation traveling.
Fantastic. And they can go to a website, I believe, to find out more and to see when it's available, correct?
Correct. It's also thepowerofvacation.com. And to all of you out there listening, if you have a great travel story or vacation story to share, please go to my website and share it with me. Again, it's at thepowerofvacation.com.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Again, we're talking with Marco Aguilar.
Yes, indeed. Have a great day, Marco.
Thank you.
Happy journeys.
Thank you.